Hi Capricorn, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to you versus them. Capricorn, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Capricorn, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Capricorn, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so somebody is here. Let's see. I don't know. I have a feeling somebody here maybe didn't put in the work and they were playing hot and cold. The other person says, like the person who didn't put in the work, the other person says, well, I think I have to release this connection because I'm angry, I'm upset. I don't want to keep repeating the pattern where I'm the one who's trying all the time. The other person feels, oh, if they're not talking to me, I'm sure they found somebody new. Let me spy on them, let me watch them. It's almost like they're projecting their own fears onto the other person. Maybe they were the ones who were, lying, cheating, ghosting in the past, and they feel, oh, if my person is not talking to me, then maybe I should spy on them and find out. Maybe they found somebody better than me. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to, of course, clarify all these cards before I say anything else, Capricorn. But before that, let's start by asking the universe. Spirit, tell me what's going on with Capricorn and their person at a deeper level. Why are they both feeling this way currently? Capricorn and their person. All right. The first card here, Capricorn says, manifesting. Someone is manifesting something new and trying to make it happen. Second one says codependency. Someone may be relying too much on this connection. Maybe it was imbalanced. One person was taking, the other was giving. So the third one here says children. Children may play an important role in this connection, or maybe somebody was just behaving childish. Okay, so let's also do your dialogue message cards here, Capricorn. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. So, Capricorn and their person, Spirit. Capricorn and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Capricorn and their person, Spirit. Right, just a few more Capricorn from another deck. Capricorn and their person, Spirit. Okay, and we'll take a few more from a third deck, Capricorn, and then we'll start the reading. Capricorn and their person, Spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Capricorn, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Capricorn, says, if I ever made you feel less than, I truly apologize. I miss you all the time. I'm not worth your tears. I'm so sorry for taking you for granted. I breathe your love. I've become more spiritual. There was something in your eyes. I trusted you. You've changed a lot since we first met. I wasn't ready for our connection. Waiting on you to forgive me, I promise I can change. I thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side, but it wasn't. When I said I love you forever, I meant it. I still have your pictures saved. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Capricorn, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on you, person A. later we'll move to the other side. And newcomers, please remember, these are not gender based. I'm not guessing which side Capricorn's on, because I could be dealing with two Cappies on either side, right? But if this is your reading, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend, co-worker. It is a general reading. Please use your own judgment here. So person A, let's start with you. What's the King of Cups in your feelings, in your emotions? King of Cups. One more. I think this is person A is the one who's kind of releasing this connection to say, I waited long enough. You're always playing hot and cold with me. You're still hiding your emotions. You'll never have the courage to put in the work. You don't make an effort. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, person A feels that they are just a heartbreaker, a promise breaker, making unwise and foolish choices. I think person A did try to make this work, but they felt they got their heart broken because their cup of love was, not accepted or something. Person A is the one, I think, who's doing the releasing of this connection. Why? Why are you releasing this connection? Four of Pentacles in reverse, because they feel I was not completely happy. There was a lack of equal give and take. There was a lack of partnership. This person was very inconsistent with their efforts or their words or their communication. Maybe they were just treating me like an option in their life, right? Maybe they just had control issues where they wanted to have all the power and control, playing mind games with me. Or maybe they just wanted some fun and passion. So person A somewhere feels that the person they were dealing with was very immature, and that kind of made them very upset and angry. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, person is calling judgment. They are calling judgment and saying, you did not value me. You did not respect me. I deserve so much more than that. But don't worry, you haven't broken my spirit. I'm still, I know my worth and value. So person A has kind of regained their confidence. I think they are now healed. I think they did wait for a bit, and then they realized that they were allowing the other person to make them feel less than, or left out in the cold all the time. Maybe person A was the one who was putting in all the energy, all the effort. They were very loving, kind, generous, but they didn't get back in return. So person A, tell me then, how do you see this connection currently? How do you see person B? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? The World in reverse. What's the World in reverse? Person A says this has become a repetitive pattern. Yeah, it's become a repetitive pattern where none of my dreams and wishes are coming true, and it gives me too much of stress and anxiety and, sleepless nights. I think person A is the one who's building a fortress around themselves, and I think trying to guard their energy. Nine of Wands. Yeah, because they feel if they're always going to escape or not commit or, run away from commitment or anything solid or stable between us, that means that they are still playing mind games, right? They're just trying to have their way and not be in a connection. Maybe they're always going to treat me like I was just an option in their life. So I think person A is kind of saying, I've done enough of that. I can't keep repeating the same pattern. So let's see what action they'll take. This is the action card for person A, which I'll open later, Capricorn. Right now I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling about this now? Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, see, this person is feeling that if they're not talking to me, then that means they're not waiting for me, and that means they are not stuck on me, and that means they've chosen maybe another path. Maybe they found somebody brand new who treats them better than I do. Knight of Cups, yeah, they're scared. This person is scared, they're jealous, they're angry, because I don't think person B wanted person A to move on and take an offer from anyone else. I think person B thought that this chapter will always stay open. They can get away with whatever they're doing, but because I think person A has stopped communicating, maybe they feel, oh, I'm sure they found somebody brand new and they've left me out in the cold now. Okay, so why do you feel this way, person B? Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords. I think they were being a bit selfish in the past. They loved the attention they were getting. They loved getting attention from other people as well as person A or something, and they kept their emotions on the low because they always knew that person A was somebody who anybody would have wanted, right? Somebody who was a spouse kind of a person or a long term. So they kept their feelings hidden. Why did you do that, person B? Tell me, why did you do that? Why did you keep your... Because they still wanted to have other options. They didn't want to commit, right? So this person may have treated person A like one of their options. I think the other person found out. Page of Swords. Page of Swords, yeah. They feel the other person kind of caught on to the games they were playing and is now exhausted of them, tired of them, and has given up on them. Not only that, it's person A who probably has a lot of options now, right? So the player feels that the other person got played. I think this person was really hoping the chapter would always stay open and they didn't have to ever take a leap of faith or commit or offer anything. But now they are angry and upset and worried that they've been cut out. They've been cut out of person A's life. So how do you see the connection currently then, person B? How do you see person A? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Seven of Swords in reverse. They feel everything just backfired on them. Whatever game this person played, they feel finally it backfired. They've been dropped. Yes, I don't think this person thought this connection would ever end, but like they wanted to keep this connection going without having to offer anything stable. I think this person was stubborn, egoistic. They thought they had all the power, all the control, but right now, they feel, oh my God, I've been dropped. And they're very jealous right now. Person B is very, very jealous because they feel if person A is not interacting with me, then I'm sure they're out there having passion with somebody else. Right? That was their modus operandi in the past. Maybe this person was the one who was playing all these games, lying, cheating, because they were trying to avoid commitment. And now it's like, okay, all right, so the tables have turned. And I think person B is just projecting because that's what they did. So now they're thinking, oh, person A must be doing the same thing. So let's see what actions you guys will take then. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Capricorn. And while I shuffle this deck, if the storyline has resonated, please let me know. You can do that by tapping on the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment or both. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. Alright, so back to you, person A. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life now in the next 7 days. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, person A says, I don't want to deal with somebody who only has passion to offer and nothing else. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, person A says, I found out something about them and that kind of made me feel not very happy. It gave me stress and anxiety instead of anything else. So yes, I have turned my back on this person now. I can't take any more conflict. I'm moving towards my peace and happiness. So person A right now could be at crossroads trying to figure out what is the next path for them, right? Because they feel the other person did not offer them anything or they were discontent in this connection. So they are using their sword to figure out what's next for them. Right now they could just be busy, working on themselves, working on their money, on their success, because they've lost interest, I think. Okay, so person B, what about you? Action from your end towards person A or otherwise in your own life now in the next 7 days. 5 of Cups in reverse. What's this 5 of Cups in reverse? Clarify that for me, please. Do you want to come out of the cold or do you think person A has forgotten you and moved on? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They are scared that person A has forgotten about them. They are no longer looking at me. This person is scared. This person is very scared that it's over. Person A is no longer interested, they're no longer missing me, they've turned around, they found another Two of Cups, and they're going through a tower at the thought that this chapter has finally been shut down. Right? It's over. So, okay. What's the Wheel of Fortune? What's the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy for Capricorn's reading, Spirit? Wheel of Fortune. Overall energy for Capricorn's reading, Spirit. Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that was helpful. Okay. Okay, so this is person A who's heading towards a lot of success, lot of good luck because they've completed this chapter. It's like, yes, I've paid all my dues to this one. I can pack my bags. I can now leave. I've crossed this hurdle, Omkaratarot, and now I'm just heading towards whatever the universe has for me. And they are going to be really, really rewarded by the universe, I feel, because they have taken their power back. This person is standing up for themselves after realizing this is not it. I'm not happy here. I was discontent. I was, disappointed in this connection because what I want was something long term. I want happiness in my life, and this person, they're just continuing to treat me like an option. So I think person A is going to be headed to a reward by the universe, to Wheel of Fortune twice. Okay, that's what I have for you. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Capricorn.